mind is a powerful thing. If you fill it with powerful thoughts, your life will start to change. Confidence is an armor against the world.
Sayers medium service. Yeah, we're the ghost hunters.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com in review, and Netflix can be very uneven when it comes to most of their movies. Some are very good, some not so much. But as far as I'm concerned, they do horror right. 1922, Gerald's Game, both Stephen King adaptations, are really good. It doesn't help, it seems that Mike Flanagan of Oculus fame is working with them on a regular basis. So they do really good horror for the most part. And a recent movie has just turned up called Malevolent, and it is that good. Now keep in mind, there are many types of horror for many types of people. Some people like gorier horror, some people like more classic horror, some people like body horror. There are just so many subgenres of horror, and Malevolent plays very much in the, I would say, Hitchcockian type of subgenre, if you will, in that it's definitely a ghost story to be sure, but its horrors are mainly suggested. There's blood, but there's not much in a way of showing how it actually got there. So it doesn't lean towards slasher horror. Malevolent is more in the Alfred Hitchcock, Robert Wise, Jack Clayton type of genre. Robert Wise did The Haunting. Jack Clayton did movies like The Innocents, as well as Something Wicked This Way Comes. And it's not about the gore, it's about the atmosphere, it's about the feeling that the movie brings about. And Malevolent does this extremely well. And in fact, there are arguably 2 jump scares in this entire movie. One of them, a very good one, is a jump scare. It's at the very beginning. The second one is not really a jump scare, in the sense that it's just someone being startled. It has the same effect, but it doesn't try to couch that in anything else. So it's just a person being startled. It'll get a jump out of you, I suspect, but that's all it is. What I like a lot about Malevolent is that it doesn't manipulate you. It's a well-told story, and the story does the talking. The music doesn't tell you how to feel. In fact, a lot of the soundtrack, well, I wouldn't say it's ambient, it's not distractingly present. So things happen, and at times there are musical or spoken word accompaniment to those things. If you've seen the trailer, when I say spoken word, you know what I mean. And I like that. It tells me that the director has enough faith in his craft that he doesn't have to have the music tell you how to feel, or have jump scares every 5 minutes telling you how to feel. Be afraid, be nervous, whatever. The movie builds this feeling of dread and unease, and it permeates. It's so well done. The movie revolves around these 2 siblings who who live in Scotland. I think one of the actors is American. I'm not sure the other is, the brother. I don't know if he's American or not, but he does a good enough accent. But in any case, they run an agency where they cleanse houses of spirits. And this is a scam. And this is where the movie gets really interesting. As you go into it, it tells you their history, and you don't quite know the reasons why. But you come to the conclusion that A, they're not quite so fake after all, and B, their next assignment may be their last. Malevolent is, as I said, creepy, well done, great Halloween movie. And the thing is, this is a great movie for people who don't necessarily like horror, in the sense that, as I said earlier, it's not physically violent. It suggests violence as opposed to shows you violence in many instances. And that's really good because it doesn't hurt the intensity, but it doesn't get, you don't get lost in the effect of violence. Be it, if you've seen slasher movies like Friday the 13th, those are interesting, but at some point it becomes less about the movie and what's going on than the special effect. This movie has no real violence in it, per se. A lot is suggested and hinted at, but you don't see a lot. Making this movie, just for someone who doesn't like horror movies, I would sit them down and show them Malevolent. I think they have a good time with it, and nothing is actually shown. It's very classic in that way, and well worth the time. It joins the pantheon of some really good Netflix movies. Halloween is coming. Get some people together. Check out Malevolent. You will not regret it. This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Review. Peace.